The honourable member for Cape Breton Centre.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, my question is for the Minister of Business. 6 months ago, I asked the Minister of Business about the case of the injured DEVCO miners of Cape Breton. The minister said at the time he supported the miners and wanted to help them, but at the same time refused to consider making a special amendment to the WCB Act to allow DEVCO miners to receive extended benefits paid for by the federal government. Mr. Speaker, if the minister isn't willing to entertain the change the miners are requesting, what has he done in the past 6 months to resolve this injustice?
The Honourable Minister of Business.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I thank the member for the question. Obviously, this is an issue that's been discussed on the floor of this legislature. This is something that's certainly a federal responsibility that we've always offered to. If there's a way to take that money and be the broker for those funds, we'd be happy to do that. I actually met with the group yesterday, so there's some new things that they want to discuss with the federal representatives down home, and I'll be happy to be part of those meetings, just like I always have. Thank you.
The honourable member for Cape Breton Centre.
Mr. Speaker, according to the miners, the minister has not been in touch with them for 6 months, but I guess that's no longer true. This government has the power to make an amendment to the Act allowing the extraordinary exemption for former DEVCO miners only. Mr. Speaker, the minister implied that the government cannot amend the Act to protect only one group of workers, but changes to protect only one group of workers have been made in the past, such as the automatic assumption that loss of lung function in coal miners with 20 or more years' experience is a work-related injury. Mr. Speaker, can the minister explain how he can deny the DEVCO miners an extraordinary exemption when amendments to protect a single group of workers have been made in the past?
The Honourable Minister of Business.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. As the member very well knows, those amendments that were made are not the same as what the DEVCO miners are looking for. Although she continues to repeat that and say that publicly, that's not the case, Mr.
Order,
Speaker. And again,
please. The Honourable Minister of Business has the floor.
It's been a very emotional conversation for me. Davis Day was a tough day where some of those miners, including the member from Cape Breton Centre, turned their back on me while I was speaking about the importance of miners, my heritage, my history with mining.
Order, please. The Honourable Member for Cape Breton Centre will have respect for the chair, please. The Honourable Minister of Business.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. So again, I have nothing to be ashamed of around my work with the miners, my commitment to them. I've been meeting with them for a number of years to understand this issue. It's something that the federal government can change, and if they want to have that conversation, we will have that. I'm very happy about the work we've done in trying to help the miners. And at the end of the day, Mr. Speaker, I don't have to hang my head on this one for sure. Thank you.